Hey everyone, Eric Nelson here once again, and thank you for tuning into my YouTube channel. For today, I am back with another book review, which will be Melodie Ramone's After Forever Ends. Now, I know that title seems like a little desperate because it sounds so unique and so mysterious. However, I think it actually fits really well with the actual story because it is a romantic story, and when we live life, we see it um, as 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 actually being forever, even though after we leave this world, forever goes on, but that's because other people live after us. And of course, what is included in life, or what are the many aspects that are included in life? Romance. So I think it fits really well. However, like all romantic stories, and like everyone in this world, we are all unique, and this is, in my opinion, very unique. So, actually, the book actually centers around a young woman by the name of Sylvia Cotton, who in the beginning of the book, her mother actually passes away, and her father isn't a really a good expert in the whole era of or in the whole aspect of being a father. So then, after so many years of not really knowing what to do, and sort of being not mean, but just being a little neglectful, and not really wanting to be the authority figure, she actually is enrolled in a private boarding school where she meets Oliver and Alexander Dickinson, who are actually twin brothers. However, she ends up with Oliver, and they begin a life together. But before that, she is actually introduced to Oliver's whole family, and they are actually almost the complete opposite of her real, I mean, not abusive family, but almost where they were just, as I said earlier, where the father really wasn't that engaging. However, this family is very embracive and very loving. So then, after they get married and they have a couple of kids, she actually, well, even though it's kind of a little too uh, the whole relationship and their whole married life is a little too fast. Where they actually married really quickly. She actually likes it in the be in the in the very beginning. However, as the time, however, as as actually as time goes on, she begins to realize, maybe I shouldn't. But of course, she she actually does see that that life isn't always perfect, and she tries to make the best of it. Now what happens afterwards, or like what happens, like, what are the other things that occur in the book? Well, I think I'll stop right there because, not just so that you guys can read it for yourselves, the uh, but that this book is actually very long. It's over 500 pages. So for me to explain everything in just a short amount of time, yeah, it's a little. I mean, yeah, it is over 500 pages, and no, I mean, at least in my opinion, no, it's not boring because Melody Ramone actually goes into a lot of detail the with all of the people in this book, and every character has a motivation. Um, there's no um, subplot that has nothing to do with the actual story. So every sentence, every character, and every subplot has a reason for actually being written. So yeah, it is a little long, but I think you will be very entertained by it, even if you're not a real big fan of romance. It's actually a very entertaining story, and you know what? I think it's almost like a like I mean, yeah, the love exists between Sylvia and Oliver. However, I think that there's another lover in their you know in their love. So in other words, it's actually a triangle. It's a triangle of love. It's between Sylvia, Oliver, and actually life, because they experience life. I mean, before they meet each other, they actually live two very uh, different lives, and then when they meet up together, they experience a whole other uh, different life together. But it's not just because that they are married and have kids. It's not all hard like Sylvia had, and it's not all easy like Oliver had. It's sort of in between, even though sometimes it could become very happy at some points and very hard at others. So even if you're not a romantic, or even if you're not a romance fan, I think that I think that this book could be for everybody. If you just want to be entertained, or if you like romance, yes, please get Melody Romy's. I'm sorry, Melody Ramone's After Forever Ends. So I hope you guys get this book, and I hope to see you all at the bookstore or the bookstore.